Hi, I'm Salman Hafiz and today's video is about object removal. We're going to explore an advanced object removal method that is going to be done in Fusion page. This object removal is also going to work in the free version of DaVinci Resolve. I have this clip in my timeline where I want to remove this small building structure from the video. Moreover, towards the end of the video, I'm also going to talk about a common problem that comes in when you're using object removal like this. Even if you have never jumped into Fusion before, this is a beginner's friendly tutorial and it's going to be very easy to follow along. So let's go into Fusion. In Fusion, your interface might look like this. I have turned on the single view monitor so that we could have a bigger view. Now all you need to do is select media in one, press Shift Spacebar and type in paint. We're going to add the paint node. And now after the paint node is selected, we can just go up over here and we can select single stroke. Once that is selected in the inspector, we need to select the clone tool. Now, clone tool is very similar to the Photoshop clone tool, where it just clones one part of the picture to another part, and we can select which source we want to use. In this case, it's a video. I'm just going to come up over here. I'm going to keep holding Option on Mac or Alt on Windows, and I'm going to select a point, keep holding that, and then click. It's going to put in a mark over there, and now I can draw on this place using the mouse. I'm going to draw another stroke. Let's use this part now. Option, click. Once this is done, now we need to select these and we need to track them, because if I play it now, you see it has just done the thing for the first frame. So we need to track this movement as well. So I'm going to go to the first frame and now we're going to come up over here. We're going to select the selection tool. And then we can just draw a rough shape around it so that all of the points, all of the strokes that we have done are selected. Once that is selected, we can group all of them by selecting this button. Now it's a group. We can select this now. And now we're going to go into the inspector and add in the modifier for tracker. So I'm going to come up over here to the center position, right click on the center and modify with. And this time we're going to select tracker position, modify with tracker position. It has automatically added a modifier for you. Now we can just come up over here to the modifiers in the same paint node inspector. We have a tracker over here. The only problem that we might experience is that our tracker might not track because we don't have any source in the tracker source. So what we need to do is that right click on the tracker source, select connect to, and we're going to connect it to media in one output. That means that is the footage that we want to track basically. So I'm going to select that. It is added in the tracker source. Now we can either track forward, reverse, or we can do both. If you're in the center, you should select this button, track forward and reverse. In your case, you might only have the point tracker because I have the studio version, I have the IntelliTracker over here, but it doesn't matter. I think both of them do pretty good job. Moreover, if you're experiencing trouble tracking it, you can select the adaptive mode to best match. I'm going to leave that to default and I'm just going to select track forward and reverse. So if it is a simple footage and it's a normal movement going on and the object is basically not going outside of the frame, this method is all right. Otherwise, we just need to be a little more careful while drawing the clone. You see, it starts to appear now. That building starts to appear towards the edge of the tracker. So that's a problem that we might experience. Rest of the footage is all right. It's just tracking really nice and it's just replacing that image. Towards the end, the problem has come in because we had been using a clone from this part of the video, from the left side of the video, and that part is actually exiting this area at this point. So the tracker, or basically the paint node, doesn't have any information on the left side of the video. So that's why this time when we're going to draw the clone, we're going to draw it from the right side so that even if that goes towards the edge, we still have the video on the right side to paste on top of it. So let's just delete this paint node. I press Shift Space Bar and I'm going to type in another paint node. Let's add that. Let's repeat the same steps, single stroke, clone, and I'm going to select an area. I need to go to the first frame. I'm going to select an area this time from this side. So Option, click. Let's start to draw. Option, click. So I'm making sure, because this video is going to go out towards the edge, I'm making sure that all of the area that I'm cloning is from the right side. So once this is done, again, the same steps: select the selection tool, select the area, paint group it. Now go to the center, right click, modify with tracker position. We're going to go into the modifiers now, right click on the track source, connect to media in one, output, and now track forward and reverse. Luckily, even towards the end, it is doing a good job. So that's a solution that you can follow if you're experiencing problems like that. And finally, we've got a good result. I hope you liked the video. Consider subscribing. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment down below, and I'll try my best to answer them whenever I get time.